Salut. Welcome everyone to the Crypto Kid Podcast TV. Today we discuss Microsoft shareholders vote no on Bitcoin. So welcome Tuesday, everybody. It is December 10th, 2024. We're on our 10th day of Advent for all you Christian Catholics out there. And it's interesting, Michael Saylor, CEO of MicroStrategy, has been encouraging many companies to follow his path of adopting Bitcoin as its treasury reserve currency. Most recently, Michael Saylor has really been pushing for Microsoft to switch over to Bitcoin with the fall of the dollar. However, this is the second time, not only through talk, but through actual vote, that Microsoft shareholders voted no. So I want to pull this article up on the screen here so you can see this. So this is going to be from Bloomberg Report. So this is Bloomberg.com if you want to pull up this article. One of the things that is so frustrating is that, and so I'm doing this for two reasons. One, to attempt to show you some headlines for the credibility, but you're going to have to do your own research and pull this article up, because Bloomberg and the New York Times make the cardinal sin of internet marketing. And what you see on your screen right now is called, you guys don't even know what these are, but this is called a pop-up ad. And I know it's 2024, but if you were on the internet in 1999 and 2001, and at that time, you were going to be using that crappy browser called Microsoft Edge, or maybe you were like me and you were using Netscape Navigator. That's what I preferred. But eventually, because Microsoft embedded or included Microsoft Edge in the operating system of Windows 95, people just naturally began using Netscape Navigator more, because why pay for Netscape Navigator when you were getting Microsoft Edge for free? However, people now, they have this new thing that Microsoft uses, but nobody uses Microsoft Edge or any of the browsers because it's too easy to go from a web browser into the Microsoft operating system. And so it's real easy to get a virus online by using the Microsoft Edge browser. But nevertheless, so what would happen is you would go to a website, and let's say 2000, 2001, and immediately you couldn't go any further because a pop-up would come. So you click that button, then another pop-up, and you might have 15 pop-ups on one website just by entering the site, and it became annoying. So Microsoft began including in the Microsoft Edge browser pop-up blockers that would block the pop-up from coming up. Now we're in 2024. I've noticed the newspaper websites are the one that uses it. Other companies don't use pop-up blockers because they already know 20 years ago it didn't work. However, for some reason, Bloomberg Report feels you can't read anything we have unless you subscribe, claim a free offer, something. And the same is with the New York Times. What happens is people click off of them and go to another website that provides the information for free. And this is how Bloomberg.com and NewYorkTimes.com, this is how they're losing subscribers and viewers, because people don't want your annoying pop-ups as a form of advertising. And basically, it's your way of preventing somebody from having access to your information without paying a fee for it. So we're going to stop sharing here. and go back. And by the way, this podcast is for crypto enthusiasts between 18 and 50 years of age who are middle, upper class. Maybe you're broke and working class, but you just inherited a nest egg from one of your wealthy relatives. Maybe it's your grandmother, your aunt who didn't have any children. And now you want to know what to do with this money. Well, this is the podcast for you. Daily, we provide information on Bitcoin, Ethereum, crypto markets, global regulations. Also, we provide information on banking and finance in general because all of these things affect the price of Bitcoin, Ethereum, and cryptocurrencies. So now let's pull up. I'm going to have to go directly. Let's find out the price of Ethereum. Ethereum is down $91 to the price of 3,629 US dollars, and Bitcoin is down as well. Bitcoin is down 1,679 US dollars to the price of 95,812 US dollars. And that is good because in general, Bitcoin is holding on to its most recent gains. I expect Bitcoin to stay above the price of 95,000 US dollars until some type of news occurs. I don't expect really anything big, but who knows in the next 10 business days. One of the things we need to watch out for is today, Microsoft shareholders just announced that they're not going to invest in Bitcoin. However, there's last week, Vladimir Putin said that who can even deny or ban Bitcoin? So even Russia is adopting the notion that no country on earth can deny Bitcoin as a currency. And, you know, the mental acceptance of cryptocurrency and Bitcoin in particular, I think is a promising thing because of the stability of Bitcoin. It establishes it as a stable cryptocurrency. And I've been doing this for 7-8 years, and I'll tell you right now, I don't have any big skin in the game when it comes to cryptocurrency. And I mean, if one Bitcoin is 95,000 US dollars, now this is a rich man's game. So I want you investors to know out there right now, I am full support of Bitcoin. As a blockchain technologist, as a software developer, a mathematician, I fully support Bitcoin and I support it as a currency. At the same time, I'm letting you know and informing you. And that's why you need to watch this podcast because I'm being a glass house. I'm being 100% transparent. Bitcoin is a rich man's game right now. Okay. So if you have $5,000, put it into Bitcoin, you will make some money, but you're not going to build wealth with Bitcoin. Now, with that being said, if you understand stock options, then you can get into Bitcoin ETFs. If you don't have a few $100,000, then the way to get into Bitcoin is through Bitcoin ETFs because you need a smaller fraction of money to make a larger gain. So what I'm saying right now is when Bitcoin is at the price of 95,000 US dollars, you have to think about who is the avatar that's in the game at this time. It's investment hedge fund managers like CalSTARS, CalPERS, California's Teachers Retirement Fund, California Police and Firemen Fund, New York Fire and Policemen's Fund, New York, whatever. These are the people that are involved and they're buying and purchasing Bitcoin in billion-dollar purchases and at least 30 to 40 million dollars worth of purchases. If you have that kind of money, you're going to make some handsome gains on the movements of Bitcoin. But if you're the average Joe, man, the average Joe right now has $500. Okay, so you need to look at Robinhood. The average Joe needs to be have an account with Robinhood because Robinhood will allow you to purchase a fraction of a position. So if Bitcoin is 95,000 US dollars, Robinhood will allow you to purchase $500 worth of the 95,000 US dollars of one Bitcoin. whereas other platforms won't allow you to do that. In addition to that, you can get into speculation, Bitcoin, ETFs. Also, you could purchase meme coins if you only have about $500 to invest. And that's a good way to get started. And then what you do is you follow people like myself, you subscribe, you follow, you watch, you like, you consume all of our information like myself. Crypto Kid, there's Crypto Banner out there. Along with Crypto Banner, there's other people who have more followers than I do. And you absorb and consume our information for free. And then you assess the market. And me, I'm a technical trader. So there's, I think there's a channel called Bitcoin Elliott Wave Theory. And I definitely have studied Elliott Wave Theory when it comes to investments over the last 30 years. So then you go to their website. There's a plethora of free information that'll inform you on how to invest in any instrument, whether it's gold and silver bullion, foreign currencies, stock options, as well as Bitcoin, Ethereum, and other cryptocurrencies. There's a lot of people that are on YouTube, like myself, providing information for free. That if you want a formal education, if you want information from a person like me with 3 degrees, you're like, Daniel, well, what are your credentials? I have my bachelor's in math and economics from UC Davis. I have a degree, a master's degree in education from Stanford University, along with a California mathematics teaching credential. And then most recently in 2019, I went back and at the age of 50, received my master's of science and mathematics degree from Howard University in 2019. And my thesis was Bitcoin, secure hash algorithms, and blockchain technology. Okay. So those are my credentials. Soak up that information. Get started. I would encourage you to start a Coinbase account, a Kraken account, a Robinhood account, as well as a Charles Schwab account, and that should get you started. We're going to be conducting interviews coming up in 2025 with other experts that'll help you get started, who are certified, who are licensed securities brokers and experts that are in banking. I've studied banking, and I've been involved in banking for the last 30 years. That's how I got through college at UC Davis. Okay, so with that, we're going to sign out. And remember, the future is crypto.